Hey everybody, Voodoo here. I want to do a quick review on a knife for you. I recently came across a custom knife maker on Instagram and got to looking at their knives, and I liked the look of them, so I ordered one. Luckily, it was National Knife Day, and I got one for 50% off, so I got a $100 knife for $50. A couple days later, it came really quick. I was actually surprised at how fast it was shipped. But this is the knife right here. It's a Buck and Bear knife company. It's their called their Fighting Dagger. It retails on their site for $100. I paid 50. The knife itself is, it's a really cool looking knife. Very well made. Pretty hard steel. My cat. When I first got the knife, I opened it up and first thing I saw was the knife itself. I'm like, hey, that's really, really cool. Problem was, it was absolutely dull. It's a little sharper now. I've since sharpened it, but it was absolutely dull. I mean, I could grind it into my hand and it wouldn't cut. It wouldn't cut paper. It wouldn't do nothing. So I was a little disappointed in that. Other than that, the knife itself is really, really cool. I really like this knife. It's a great fighting knife. It's a double-edged dagger. Fits my hand really well. The pommel's cool. Comes with a leather sheath, a handmade leather sheath. It's got their little logo on it. Sheath looks cool, but something about it, I was like, it doesn't seem right. I stuck the knife in it. It covers most of the handle. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get this knife out. If you had this on your belt or something like that, you got this leather that should not be there. It should, your full handle should be exposed. So that was the first thing I didn't like about the sheath. The second thing I didn't like was that it doesn't hold it. I mean, it's like a damn Ugg boot. It's a giant chunk of leather. There's no way to attach this thing to a vest or anything like that that's, going to keep your knife secure. Even if you stuck it on your belt and relied on gravity to hold it in, you jogged or jumped or anything, your knife would come flopping out and you'd lose your knife. So the sheath is crap in my book. I talked to the company. I sent them an email and said, hey, I like your knife, hate your sheath. Knife is dull. I, had much nicer words to say to them. They replied, just, oh, okay, thanks for the heads up. Well, that's kind of shitty, really. You expect from a custom knife maker to take more pride in their knife and say, hey, send it back. We'll do what we can. We'll sharpen your knife up. Which, if he'd have said that, I said, no, that's no problem. I'll sharpen it myself, which I did anyways. The sheath, I could do without. I mean, I don't know if your knife would be any cheaper if you asked him for no sheath, but this thing is completely useless other than storage. I mean, I put my knife in there. I put it on the shelf, and it's storage. That's about it. It's got a little tiny belt loop here. I'm just gonna go find one that fits it, that I can attach it to my vest or pistol belt, whichever. The knife itself, though, I do dig the knife. So, just a heads up if you buy from Buck and Bear Knives.